This is actually shocking because the Jasmy CFO has made it clear that Jasmy is about to skyrocket in the current price point. Matter of fact, he actually quote tweeted citing "Let's go" or "Let's go Jasmy" to a tweet that actually cites that Jasmy is going to the moon. It also cites that from today, this account will be changed to Jasmy's full support account. Thank you to all the seniors and Jasmy to the moon, along with an image right here showcasing the Jasmy price and a massive arrow heading upwards. It doesn't get better than this, because if the Jasmy CFO truly believes that Jasmy is about to skyrocket, then you definitely understand that it most likely will. Plus, if we look into more detail, this isn't just the Jasmy CFO, but he's also the founder and CEO of Jasmy Labs. He's also very integrated within the Jasmy Foundation and is part of the government-approved support organization. That being said, before we proceed further into this video, I want to quickly announce that I'm hosting a Jasmy giveaway, and it is very easy to enter the giveaway. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel with your post notifications on, tap the like button, share this video to 2 friends and family members, and once we hit 1,000 subscribers, you will be entered. We will then also roll the giveaway, and hopefully one of you guys wins. That being said, let's get right into it. Starting off with our daily update for Jasmy coin. The current price sits at around 0.004193, which is actually up approximately 4.22% in the last 24 hours. The market cap of Jasmy is also up approximately 4.63%, which actually brings it to 204 million, with the transaction volume in the last 24 hours actually down approximately 12.83% at $25.5 million. So we do see a decrease in the transaction volume, but an increase in the market value and the market cap and the value of the price of this asset, which is actually quite good. Looking at the volume to market cap in the last 24 hours at 12.36%, which is actually not bad at all. The circulating supply is still at 48 billion and the total supply at 50 billion, which again, fantastic, because it means that not a lot of this asset is out and locked up. Rather, 48 billion of it is actually in circulation. Looking at the graph for Jasmy, it actually looks quite well, with most of the charts showing an upwards trend. And even looking at the market sentiment, we are looking at some very bullish sentiment right here, with some people even citing that Jasmy is going to make it and that it is expectedly going to hit 20 cents by June-July 2025. Now, this is more of the low end of the sentiment, because others believe that the countdown has actually begun for Jasmy and that many people are able to accumulate Jasmy at a very low price and that you only have 4 to 6 months to do so. It cites the fact that Jasmy will be huge in the IoT space in the next bull run, setting a 30 cents to $1 as easily achievable for Jasmy coin. And this wouldn't be a shocker, because the all-time high for Jasmy is actually around $5, and this was actually recorded back in 2021 on February 15th, only 2 years ago. And keep in mind, there has been a rule in every single bull cycle that the previous bull market high, in this case for Jasmy, $5 for the all-time high of Jasmy, always is surpassed in the next bull run. So the idea here is that since Jasmy hit $5 in the previous bull run, in the next bull run, we can expect it to surpass the $5 mark and most likely double or triple that number. Yes, quite bullish, I can definitely tell you. That being said, let's go ahead and actually go back into the Jasmy news. One thing that I find crazy is that Jasmy US has made it clear that Sony and Jasmy are basically like brothers, in the fact that they are partnered together, they were built with the same company, and the same people actually founded both of them. In fact, Jasmy US posted on Twitter, "Have you ever thought the Jasmy logo looked like the Sony PlayStation logo? It's not a coincidence. Manu Sakamoto, listed in recent Jasmy patents, designed the PlayStation logo. Could Jasmy coin ever partner with Sony PlayStation? One can hope. The connections are there." Crazy enough, this is literally Jasmy US. This is the Jasmy website. This is the Jasmy company, literally posting these tweets. And it just emphasizes them hinting right here that Jasmy is going to partner with PlayStation and Sony. And they literally tag the Jasmy CFO, the founder and CEO of Jasmy Labs, and the official account of Jasmy right here, which is Jasmy MGT. Crazy enough, Sony just recently also filed for a patent, and right here is the Sony Interactive Entertainment Inc., also known as Sony PlayStation, has applied for patents on the system and method for tracking digital asset NFTs in video games using blockchain. This is exactly the service that Jasmy actually offers as well, and so the emphasis is quite clear that Jasmy and Sony are going to develop a ultimate system together. Alright, going ahead and moving forward, again, another breaking thing that references Sony and Jasmy. And the reason why I'm highlighting this in this video is to once again reiterate the fact that Jasmy and Sony are very close together. And they've clearly partnered, and the proof that I've showed you in this entire video have highlighted that this is exactly the case. In a tweet here by Limpid Man, he states, at Sony, we are working on decentralized solutions that will give users control over their digital identities and personal data. This is exactly what Jasmy. It makes you contain your digital identities and your personal data to yourself, while also offering you the ability to monetize it if you would like to do so. Now, the tweet also continues on by saying that the control over the digital identities and data, and also the fact that you will be able to control your information and who your information is shared with, whether it be different parties or not. And also links here the exact quote on the Sony.com website, which cites exactly that. And so this is another key reference that highlights the fact that Jasmy and Sony have been collaborating for a very long time, and even Sony has made it clear that Jasmy is a venture company of them. It's also important to highlight the fact that when you look at the Jasmy team, you notice that they are mostly former Sony employees. In fact, as you guys can see here, you have the main individual, the former COO and president of Sony Corp, the former CEO of Sony Corp, and the former auditor at KPMG AZSA LLC. But you can see that there are two main officials, including the main president and founder of Jasmy, who was literally the former CEO and president of Sony Corp, and also the former CEO of Sony Corp as well. That being said, I am extremely bullish on Jasmy, and looking at the price of Jasmy, I predict it to exponentially grow, specifically with the utility that is being added onto the Jasmy coin, the charts, and the sentiment. Everything looks extremely well. And to end out this video, I want to remind you guys to make sure you do subscribe to the channel, you drop a follow, and of course, you go ahead and follow me on my Twitter, which is MightyCryptoYT. It's also important to keep in mind that Jasmy right now is absolutely killing it as it is trending on Twitter with over 11.2 thousand posts, and this is consistently growing. That being said, Jasmy to the moon, and peace.